Hey folks, let's be real for a second. Have you guys ever been right there, about to close a deal, and then boom, customer throws you a curveball, man? They just throw some sort of an objection that you got no answer for. You ever been there? We all have. If you're in sales, you've definitely been there. I can definitely attest before I really started studying and training on sales, man, it happened all the time, right? And it could be because of price. Maybe they're going to give you something like, "Hey, I got to think about it." But suddenly, man, you can already start to see the sale is just slipping out of your fingers, man. And you know what? It's a pain. It's frustrating. I get it. Been there, done that. Okay, but man, here's the truth. Objections are not and is not, nor will ever be your roadblock. Okay. An objection is just some sort of signal. Okay. And today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to take somebody's objection, whatever it may be, and then turn that into some sort of opportunity for yourself. Maybe you're going to close the deal. Maybe you're going to make a bunch of money off of closing that deal. Or maybe you're just going to get some more insight and you're going to learn and develop a better skill, right? Overall, my goal is to help you close more deals and turn into a real sales pro, right? So that's what this video is about today, and that's what this discussion is all about. So now you're probably saying, how are you gonna do that, Gabe? Okay, well, watch the video, pay attention, because man, I got some good nuggets for you. All right, now first things first, stop looking at objections like it's a rejection. Okay, don't get your feelings hurt, right? Don't get all caught in a tizzy because somebody just threw an objection at you. It happens, man. But typically, man, what we find is that when somebody gives you an objection, they're basically giving you like a signal, right? What they're really saying is that I'm interested, but I'm not quite convinced, right? They could be lacking conviction on your price truly. They could be lacking conviction on you. They could be lacking conviction on the services that you're going to provide, right? Okay, but the point being is man, the I'm interested, but is gold, man. That's really what you want. At least you're still in the game, right? At least you're still talking about closing some sort of deal, providing them a service, right? Selling them something, right? Okay. You're in the game. All you've got to do now is just push through and do it with clarity and do it with confidence and watch what happens. Okay. And it can be a little scary at first, right? If you're new to the game and you're not quite sure about all this, I get it, right? Been there, done that. So, but lean into this, right? Customer gives you an objection like that, don't be defensive. That's the last thing you want to do, okay? Like I said, an objection is just a sign of engagement, and that is the way that most consumers in America today know how to engage with somebody who they're trying to purchase something from. Maybe it's a car, maybe it's a house, man, maybe it's a suit. What, man, there's all kinds of things that people are buying today, and they're always giving objections because it's what they've learned, right? It's habit, right? At least the customer isn't being silent and just saying, yeah, I don't know. Let me think about it. And then they turn around and leave, right? That's not what you want, right? Now, common objection resolution, right? This is where the rubber meets the road, all right? Let's tackle the number one excuse that I know my sales team hears. You're probably hearing, maybe if you're working for somebody in your sales, you're probably hearing this, but most customers are going to use the excuse that it's expensive, right? And I'm saying excuse now because I don't even think about an objection anymore, but that's a whole nother level, right? They're giving you some sort of an objection, right? Okay. Treat it like it's an excuse, man, because that's exactly what it is, right? It's typically people only know how to give one form of objection, and it's really not even valid. I mean, and so that's partly why I'm going into it's just an excuse, right? Now, I tell my sales team all the time, it's like I just go over it. I don't know. It doesn't even phase me anymore. It's like they just threw something at me and I'm like, okay, whatever. Ball's gone. I don't care. But I do acknowledge it, right? If somebody says, "Hey, man, I like the service. I like you. Your reviews are good. Great, whatever. It's just a little too much. Okay, cool. Man, agree. Acknowledge. Hey, man, I get it. I understand, right? Price is important, okay? And so by taking that approach, it's going to lower your customer's defensiveness or defenses, right? One or the other. But that gives you the opportunity to reframe the value of what it is that you're selling, right? You can now shift that conversation from cost to agreement, right? Isn't that what you're looking for anyways, right? So customer says it's too much. Boom, get it. I agree. It is a lot of money, okay? Some people say, I agree. Um, I'm just so used to it is a lot of money. I agree. Let me help you understand, right? But it's however you're approaching that agreement that works, right? So you can agree in your own way. I typically like to go ahead and say, hey, yeah, I agree. It is a lot of money because if they're talking about money, they're objecting to the price. It's about money. So I'm always saying I agree. It is a lot of money. And here's the thing, right? And then I go, boom, I'm moving in, right? So hey, I agree. It is a lot of money. And here's the thing, you're not just paying for a window cleaning service, right? You're paying for your time and you're investing in the longevity of your house or your business, right? Because as windows get dirtier and grimier, they start to break down. And how much is that going to cost you to replace windows as opposed to just keep them clean, right? So I'm see what I'm doing? I'm just acknowledging it, I'm agreeing, I'm going in, and then I'm giving them more information so that they see exactly what it is that they're going to get, right? I'm just going to keep on pushing through because that means I'm still in the game, right? Now, customer says, you know what, you're right. It is a lot of money. And because I brought up the time thing, they have to start calculating in their brain how much time is it actually going to take them to go out. Do they want to spend the entire weekend cleaning their own windows or shoveling the snow out of their driveway on a Thursday afternoon, man? Heck no, man. They got other things they want to do, right? This is your opportunity because you can already start to see those wheels going in a customer's head. You can start to bring in other kind of data. You can bring in video testimonials, man. You can bring in Google reviews. People want evidence. I talked about that to you guys last week. So most of our clients felt the same way. You can lead with that. Hey, most of our clients felt the same way you did when it comes to price. However, with the level of service that we're providing and the amount of time and energy we're saving you, right? It's much more cost effective. You don't want to spend your entire weekend risking your life and limbs, cleaning your own gutters, or washing your own windows. So why not let us go ahead and take this off of your plate so that you can work on a lot more important things or take another batch of to-dos off of your to-do list and man, go enjoy the weekend. We got the windows. How's next Thursday, right? But see, the way I did that, I just approached it very conversational. I'm not pushy. I'm not pressure. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not leaving them hanging. I'm giving them information, right? I'm going for the close again. I'm just giving them dates. Let's go ahead and do this, right? And there's a bunch of different ways you can do it. I mean, you could go with like maybe you guys have a quarterly package deal, or maybe you have a monthly membership thing or something, right? You can go in and utilize those if that's part of your sales pitch. Then you can utilize those tools, right? And hey, man, you're asking for that close, right? The way I did it is, hey, yeah, I agree. It is a lot of money, right? But how much is it costing you not to do this? How much time and energy is it going to cost you to go ahead and spend your entire weekend cleaning up these windows when you know that you want to be out there at your kid's soccer game, right? Let's go ahead and get this done next Thursday, right? It's that assumptive close. That's what I'm talking about. That's where I'm at now. I've already assumed that close. Even though they gave me an objection, I'm just assuming that close. I'm just going to assume, hey, man, it's just an excuse, right? Most people are going to give you an excuse camouflaged as an objection. But it's not an objection, man, right? Because they called you. They definitely want it done. They just want to know if they can afford it. And yeah, they can afford it, right? When they start thinking about their money, their time, and the value, if you're providing them those kind of facts, right? So go for that assumptive close. Brush over that objection because, like I said, most people just have one bullet in their barrel. And that's the only bullet that they know how to utilize, okay? And when they miss with it, it's your opportunity to be able to shine. go deeper into it, man. You can ask them more questions, right? Maybe that objection they're giving you isn't the real one, but they do have a valid objection somewhere, right? Keep coming back to the value, man. Bring it back to the benefits. What benefits can you provide for them? Don't talk to them about features. Don't talk to them about how great your squeegee is or how wonderful your big old man hands are that you can grab all that debris out of their gutter, man. Don't do that, right? Go back to the benefits of utilizing your service, okay? And then close the deal with confidence, man. You gotta have confidence, right? You gotta be that guy that can get on camera. You gotta be that guy that can stand in front of somebody and say, hey man, I agree. Bring it to me. You're gonna bring me 100 different objections and I'm just gonna go ahead and have an answer for all of them, right? Because like I said, sometimes that first objection isn't the real objection, okay? It's not the real problem, right? Again, the customer may say that it's too expensive, but what they're really thinking in their mind is, do I trust you? Yeah, I covered that a little bit earlier, right? Will this work for me, right? Okay? Because that's why you want to have social proof. That's why you want to have good ears and listen closely to what this customer is actually telling you and what they're addressing in front of you, right? Are they talking about price or are they talking about you? Are you somebody that is highly rated and well reviewed, or are you somebody that is just the guy that does a so-so job, right? I don't know which one you are, but I know with us, what we do is we're providing more value, more service, we're leveling up, and we teach all of our people how to utilize these skills of sales with our customers because we want to serve them, right? So take this information, right? Here's your step for this week, man. Here's my action item for you guys, man. Write down the 3 most common objections that you guys hear in your business or in your job, whatever your career may be, and then create a response. Just write it down. Think about it. Take 15, 20 minutes and write down responses using the framework that I just gave you, right? Listen, validate, okay? You can listen, you can agree, clarify, right? And then respond with value and then close the deal, okay? And then the other thing that you got to do, man, is you got to practice it and you got to practice it and you got to practice it and you got to practice it some more, right? Okay? Because you want it to be natural. You want to be you. You don't want to be me. You don't want to be Mark Cuban. I mean, you don't want to be any of that. You just want to be you, right? So practice your pitch, get yourself a script, and be prepared, right? And then that confidence that you'll gain is going to be really consistent and you're going to benefit from it, okay? Now, if you guys got value, share it with your team. Share it with one of your friends, okay? Practice the techniques that I provided you here today, okay? And let me know which one works the best for you, okay? Or let me know what objections you want me to break down for you so that you can get better and I can help you get better, okay? How does that sound? Sound like a good deal? Listen, guys. I'm Gabe Salinas, owner and founder of Window Ninjas. I have been in the window and pressure cleaning game for over 30 years, man. Okay? Remember, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to have you guys get better. And I want to see you guys succeed. So, I hope you guys got clarity out of this today. I hope I gave you some value. And hey, go close these deals that you haven't been closing on and let me know how you're doing, right? Because I'm going to be super pumped when I hear that you guys are closing all kinds of deals, right? Now, go out there, keep shining. Talk to you next time.